What's going on, family? It's Cowboy. What y'all up to today? I'm off today, man. It's been a while since I've been out, but I'm outside, y'all. So we made a stop at my spot here, as you can see. Y'all come on in and have a smoke with me. Hey. Early afternoon, YouTube family. It's Cowboy coming at you, man. Like I said a few minutes ago, I'm outside. I had a day off today, man, so I decided I was gonna get outside for a little while. Come to the spot where I have not been in a very, very long time. It's been a few months. Stop by to pick up some sticks and keep it going. That's about it. When I'm up in the hideout, hanging out up in the spot, members only, I'm gonna sit there and have me a smoke today for a little while. Thought I'd come share it with y'all. Tell y'all what we're doing today, man. What I pulled out today was the Aladino, Cameroon. Oh, as you can see, I'm representing Cameroon. Got my jersey on. This is one of my soccer teams, world soccer teams that I keep up with. The original way it's supposed to be spelled. You know, the way we spell Cameroon today, Cameroon. That's just the English version of it. Like the English have always done, they always got to take and change something and put their own spin on it to fit their own dynamic. But Cameroon. So this is what we smoking today. The Aladino Cameroon. Now anybody that knows me know that I am a big fan of the Cameroon wrapper out of Africa. This particular Cameroon seed was grown in Honduras. This will be my first time smoking it. We're gonna see how it holds up to all the other Cameroons that I am in love with. Nice smell on that thing, man. I say nice, but just earthy. A little musk. Almost like some compost that they use out in flower beds. Maybe a little hint of smell. Seems like some vinaigrette on the foot. I got a little coffee note there. Some tea. And definitely some earthiness there, man. So this cigar is dressed as an all Honduran Puro wrapper. That's Honduran grown Cameroon. And you got Corojo binder and filler in this thing as well. So we're gonna light this up, man. I'd like to tell a quick story, man, about the Cameroon wrapper, man. And I'm gonna take y'all back some years. I actually got my hands on the first Cameroon that I fell in love with. And we're gonna go back to the late 90s. The Indian Tobacco Cameroon legend, the 6x54 Toro. The Indian Tobacco at that time was owned by Rocky Patel. That was before Rocky Patel became Rocky Patel. 20 years ago, it was the Indian Tobacco Cigar Company. So I'm taking y'all all the way back to the late 90s, man. I've been in the game a long time, you know what I mean? Little skin in the game. So that was the very first Cameroon that I smoked, man. And I fell in love with that cigar. I bought them by the box. I wish I knew whatever happened to that blend. I have no idea what happened to that blend. The closest I can get to that blend in Rocky's profile of cigars now is the Rocky Patel Decade Cameroon. That's as close as I can get to that blend. I wish I knew what happened to it. But we're gonna smoke this Honduran blend by Julio Eroa, and we're gonna see what's up with this Honduran Cameroon wrapper. So we're gonna cut him up, we're gonna fire him up, and we're gonna smoke him up. Already, man, I'm in the spot. They wouldn't let me come in without buying me a drink, so we on the Balvenie 14 already today. Salute. Let me get this thing cut up. Fired up with y'all, man. We're gonna do V-cut today. All right. Really nice draw on that thing. See, on the cold draw, we getting a A little bit of cedar there. Some earthiness. Even a little, I don't know if there's cocoa or brown sugar coming through on that right now. Seems to be nice and rich though. Very nice draw on this thing. So let's get him fired up, man. See what we got. Should have been using cedar sticks since I'm inside today. Sneaking out for a minute. Getting in before we get any kind of crowd up in here. I'm only gonna be here a couple hours and I'm out of here. All right, family. I hope everybody's having a good afternoon, man. It's been a good day for me. I've been running around spending money all day trying to take care of some things around the house. But overall, it's been a good day. It's going to be a good holiday weekend, man. We're just going to stay out of the way and keep it cool and pray that everybody be safe. On the light up, definitely getting some earthiness right off the bat. Black pepper on the retro head. Actually, a really deep black pepper on the retro head. I got a little coffee cream going there. Pretty mouth feeling, pretty good smoke on that thing. Nice light and so forth. Cigar is a good looking cigar, man. I failed to mention the construction on the cigar. It's got a nice, what looks to be a double, that may be a triple cap on that thing. But the cigar is well put together, man. Nice shade to it. A little lighter than the Cameroon shade that we're used to from Africa. But this is a really nice shade to that wrapper. No visible lines, few veins, not toothy at all, but a good looking cigar. Starting off, I'm gonna say just right off the bat, I haven't gotten into it that much. I'm gonna say a medium smoke. Got some brown sugar there. Like I said, some earthiness, a little cream, some pepper, and some type of spice. But we're gonna figure that out. But I'm gonna try not to be before y'all too long, man. So Cowboy gonna get through part one of this thing, man, and I'll get back and let y'all know what I think. Like I said, I'm hanging out at the spot. I'm up here in the hideout. I'll be back. Hey, YouTube family. I'm back, man. Hey, listen, y'all, I apologize if we got a lot of background noise. I'm not exactly sure how it sounds to you guys, but the exhaust system is on into place. You may hear it pulling in the back, so hopefully you guys can hear me real good. I hope that doesn't ruin the video. But we back, man, with the Aladino Cameroon 6x52 Super Toro by Julio Eiroa. Not a bad cigar, man. I'm not exactly sure what I expected, being that I know the type of Cameroon wrapper that I've been smoking for years and that I like. This is not a bad cigar. Not as deep and bold in flavors as my normal Cameroon would be. As a matter of fact, I've got a New World Cameroon there by AJ that I may get in before the day is over with. And I know what kind of flavors I'm gonna get out of that. But this one is more on a lighter side of boldness than the other Cameroon wrapper. So it's not a bad cigar. But what I've been getting on the part one of this cigar, there's quite a bit of earthiness there. A nice sweet cinnamon tobacco note. Some brown sugar. On the retro, not so much as bold of a black pepper as it was before, but the black pepper is still there with a hint of like maybe some sweet chili spice on it. The cigar has a sweet dryness to it, kind of dries the mouth out, but it's a sweet dryness. I don't know what to compare that to, but it's a very nice cedar note on this thing. I got a little bit of a nougat sweetness, and I'm gonna say right now that the cigar is mild in strength, body, and flavor. Not a bad smoking cigar. Not touching me like the original Cameroon at this particular point in time. Not bad with the Balvenie 14, of course. We'll take that. But speaking of the Cameroon wrapper, I don't know if anybody knows anything about it. You know, I've been following Cameroon for a long time, but the Cameroon wrapper, shout out to the original Cameroon. But the Cameroon wrapper originated in Indonesia. And at that time it was called the Sumatra wrapper, which the Sumatra seed is still out there. Sumatra is grown. You might hear Ecuadorian Sumatra, Sumatra from here, Sumatra from there. The Sumatra seed is still out there. Sumatra is another wrapper that I like quite a bit. But the Sumatra seed came from Indonesia. And actually Sumatra was what they call a generic name for the seed, because the original name of the seed in Indonesia was the Basuke. Basuke was the name of the seed. Sumatra, the name Sumatra is generic for Basuke. That seed was brought over to Africa, Cameroon and parts of Central Africa hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I want to say maybe back in the 1500s. The Dutch brought that over and introduced that into Africa, because the island of Sumatra in Indonesia is only so big. They were only able to produce so much tobacco there. So they brought it over years ago and they introduced it over in Cameroon, and just so happened the crop was better in Cameroon than it even was in Sumatra. Different soil reaps a different crop. So that's where the Cameroon seed originated, in Indonesia. Just a little history for y'all. But Cowboy gonna get to the part 2 of this cigar, get back and let y'all know where I'm at with it. Hey family, I'm back. Smoking on down on this Cameroon by Aladino. Not a bad smoke, man. It's not wowing me like the original Cameroon that I'm used to, but it's okay. It's definitely doable. As you can see, I haven't had to touch the cigar up. It hasn't had a perfect burn, but it has corrected itself. I thought I was gonna have to touch it up a little while ago there, just in this last piece of ash, but I didn't have to. The cigar is burning pretty fast though. And as I was feeling the cigar, it's not a tightly compacted cigar. Right in there, right in that part 2 of this cigar, you know, it's pretty soft. You know, somewhat soft all the way through, which constitutes to such a quick burn. But it's burning good. It's just burning fast. It's a cool smoking cigar. Not bad. Like I say, just not overpowering in flavors for me. But it's got good flavors. The flavor profile is has a very short finish to it. You get it and then it's gone until you hit it again. But on part 2 of this cigar, man, it's got some creaminess to it, definitely. Got a nice slight coffee note. Definitely a good sweet tea note there. I was picking it up early on, I think maybe on a cold draw, right in the first part of the cigar. A nice sweet tea note. It's slightly floral. I'm getting that sweet, what I say is a nougat type of a note. It's got a good cedar presence to it. Earthy. I have noticed there's some brininess to the cigar. There goes my ash. Oh, nope, the ash is still there. Something else dropped. But it's got some brininess to it, you know, a little saltiness. On the retro hail, the pepper has died down. It's a mild black pepper with that like sweet red pepper spice coming through as well on the retro. Got a nice, slightly rich tobacco chord to it. Not overpowering, but it is pretty rich. But being that it is rich, I would expect the finish to be a little bit longer than it is, but it's not. I'm gonna say the cigar is still on the low side of medium in strength, medium in body, and medium in flavors. But overall, not so bad. We're gonna continue to smoke this thing. We're gonna get down to part 3 of it. I'm gonna come back while I'm sitting up here in the spot, man. Guys been coming up hollering at me. They keep trying to buy me drinks. You know, most of the time, if Cowboy's gonna drink some scotch, very few scotches do I put ice in it. But if they're buying it, you don't complain about it. You take what they give you. I appreciate it. Balvenie 14. So, again, I apologize if the background noise is bothering you guys, but the system is running. It's doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna get down to part 3 of this cigar, come back, give y'all my final thoughts and my score. Be back. Well, family, I'm back. Balvenie 14 neat. They keep sending them to me, man. I ain't gonna be able to stay in here too long. But I'm having a good time, man. I'm at home at my cigar lounge, Monterey Cigar Lounge, man. This is home. People just glad to see me. I haven't been around in a while. Fortunately, you gotta float around with the mask on you. It is what it is, man. We gotta live life and enjoy it. But hey, listen, man. I'm getting through this Aladino 6x52 Super Toro Cameroon cigar, man. Not a bad smoke. Not what I'm used to in the Cameroon. Much lighter on the flavors than the original Cameroon, but still a decent cigar. On part 3 of this cigar, man, I began to pick up, the sweetness was still there, but it was more like maybe a sugar cane type sweetness to me. Had some savoriness to the cigar. A little bit of a meaty profile there. Like I say, the flavors are very short. You get them and then they go away. Short finish. Still got that dry sweetness to it. I'm not as sure what that is. It's almost like a sweet powder. You kind of get a chalky feel in your mouth. Not wowing on the flavors for me, but good, not bad. Most of the flavor notes that I had in the part 1 and part 2 of the cigar are still constant. They're still there. Decent smoke output, very good smoke output. The cigar burned well. You know, every time this cigar began to get wonky, the burn line would straighten itself up. So not bad on the burn. Was holding some real decent ash. You know, some richness to the tobacco core. You know, floral, creamy, nice cedar note. You know, the black pepper began to pick up just a little bit more here on part 3 of the cigar. Still got the little red, sweet red chili spice on the retro as well. You know, a good cigar. You know, they did a pretty good job with that, being that it's a Honduran Cameroon seed. Not bad. I guess you got to try something, but these cigars are not bad by Aladino, man. So let me give a quick score on this cigar real quick. So on the construction, I gave the construction an 8. I gave the burn an 8. For the flavors, I gave the flavors a 6. The body a 7. And for complexion and transition, I also gave it a 7. Which is going to give this a score, overall score, of a 7.2. Which makes this an average cigar for me. Not bad. Oh, I made a mistake. On the burn, I gave the burn a 9. That's going to give it an overall score of 7.4. Do the math. Yeah, 7.4. So still makes it an average cigar, man. Not a bad stick. I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep on smoking it down. I'm going to grab something else. Continue to work on this Balvenie 14 for the evening, man. This is Cowboy. I just wanted to come to y'all, man, while I was at the spot. Share a smoke with y'all real quick, man. Tell y'all what I thought. So, the Aladino, Cameroon, gets up on my scale of 1 to 10, a score of a 7.4. This is Cowboy. That's my take on it. Peace.